Snehashish Das, your biology teacher. Today I will explain about respiration. So what is respiration? Respiration is nothing but a process where the food gets break down to release energy. Sometimes students get confused between breathing and respiration. Breathing is what? Breathing is the exchange of gases, taking in the oxygen and releasing of that carbon dioxide is called respiration. Whereas it's called breathing. Whereas respiration means the breakdown of the food, that means the simplified food which is called glucose, to release energy in the form of ATP. ATP means adenosine triphosphate. So the breakdown of the glucose and the release of energy is known as respiration. So where does this respiration occurs? Where is the place of this respiration? The place of this respiration is in mitochondria. Mitochondria is an organelle where the ATP formation takes place or the respiration takes place. Thus, this organ is known as powerhouse of the cell because the energy is getting produced here, because the power with which the survival functions with which the metabolism of any organism occurs happens within this organelle. Therefore, it is known as powerhouse of the cell. What does it call? Powerhouse of the cell. Now, the enzymes required. Enzymes. What is enzymes? If you have any confusion about enzymes, in small I am telling you it is like a catalyst which speeds up the reaction, which enhances the reaction. So there are some enzymes which control the process of respiration. So let us see. See, I am providing you this flow chart. You can see here that the cellular respiration, the glucose, which is having formula C6H12O6. In the first step, that is glycolysis occurs and the ATP formation takes place. Now, ATP activation, energy to start the breakdown of glucose. So this breakdown depends on either the oxygen is present or oxygen is absent. Respiration needs oxygen. The ATP formation needs oxygen. So, if anyone asks you, do every time you need oxygen for ATP formation? No, not required. Not every time it is required, but it is very much essential for the presence of oxygen, because without oxygen, very less amount of ATP will be produced. So now, if oxygen is present, then aerobic respiration will take place. Oxidative aerobic respiration, you can say, if oxygen is present. And in the absence of oxygen, fermentation will take place. Anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration means respiration without the presence of oxygen. So respiration are of two types, if the oxygen is present and if the oxygen is not present. But here I will say you that the presence of oxygen is very much essential, because more amount of ATP will be produced in oxidative respiration process. Sometimes what happens, if you run fast for some time, you can see there are some pain in your body muscles. Why? there is pain in your body muscles? Because some lactic acid formation takes place. Why lactic acid formation takes place? Because there is a need for oxygen for respiration, and you are not intaking that much oxygen to make a amount of ATP which is required for your extensive exercises. So at that time, the body will respire anaerobically, producing less amount of adenosine triphosphate, less amount of energy, and in turn, as a byproduct, it will form lactic acid. It will form lactic acid which gives you pain. Okay, now moving to oxidative respiration or aerobic respiration, respiration which takes place in the presence of oxygen is known as aerobic respiration. In some book you can see there are 38 ATP gets produced, whereas in some book you can there are shown that 36 ATP are being produced. It will vary. Now fermentation or anaerobic respiration happens in two types. Occurs in two types. There are two hierarchies of this anaerobic respiration. What are these two hierarchies? They may be alcoholic, there may be alcoholic fermentation, or there may be lactic acid fermentation. If alcoholic fermentation takes place, then ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide will produced as a byproduct. And if lactic acid fermentation takes place, it will form lactic acid. The alcoholic fermentation takes place mainly in yeast, whereas lactic acid fermentation takes place in body muscles, which creates some pain. I told you before. Now, see, I have provided you the reactions of aerobic respiration. In the presence of oxygen, the glucose is break down into carbon dioxide and water, resulting in 36 ATP, which is this ATP is known as the energy currency of the cell. So the oxygen, the presence of oxygen gives more amount of ATP. That means we gain more amount of energy in the presence of oxygen. So aerobic respiration gives us more amount of energy, and the byproducts are carbon dioxide and water. Now, anaerobic respiration, the reactions are shown in your screen. It is C6H12O6, that is glucose, which breaks down into ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide and 2 ATP. See the difference between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. In aerobic respiration, it has been shown that it gives 36 ATP, whereas in anaerobic respiration, it is of 2 ATP. You can see the difference. This is anaerobic respiration, alcoholic fermentation is shown here. And the byproducts are ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. Now, in lactic acid fermentation, what does it produce? See, lactic acid and 2 ATPs. The number of ATP you can see is very less, because here what happens, it happens anaerobic respiration without the presence of oxygen. So thus you can say that oxygen is very much essential for the energy formation. Without oxygen, there is very less amount of ATPs, very less amount of energy is produced. See, In this experiment, you can see that a mouse is trapped within a glass jar, and the mouse dies in the glass jar B. Whereas if you take the tree in the glass jar with the mouse will survive. Why it will survive? Because the carbon dioxide which released after the respiration from the mouse, the plant takes up that carbon dioxide and release oxygen, and that oxygen is taken by the mouse. In turn, the plant and the mouse helps each other for their survival. See, in this picture, you can see that the carbon dioxide and water is being produced. In animals, mitochondria, and it is taken up by the chlorophyll of the plant, which helps in photosynthesis, and in turn it produces glucose and oxygen. So these the animal cells provides carbon dioxide and water as a byproduct after respiration, and it in turn helps the plants for their photosynthesis by providing carbon dioxide and water. And due to this photosynthesis, the plant will gives us glucose and oxygen, which we take as the oxygen is needed for our respiration. So this will go in a cyclic manner. So this is all about an overview about the respiration process. I hope you have understood the differences between breathing and respiration, and what are the criteria required in respiration, what are the types of respiration. So if you have any problem regarding this video, if you have any confusion, comment your question in the comment box, and I will try to give every possible answers. Thank you.